Dear students, welcome to today's classes. We were discussing about growth and development of toddlers, and in detail we have seen the growth of a toddler, how or what are the proportional changes in the weight, height, head circumference and all, and also the development also we have discussed in detail. So hope you all understood the topic, and we will continue with the toddler period. Some more important aspects we have to discuss, that is, the first one is needs of toddlers. So we have discussed about the needs of infants in infancy, and still the needs will be continued throughout our life, and now we can see what are the needs of toddlers. So the child's first need is love and security. So there will be a separation from the caregiver when we are comparing to the infancy, and that can leads to the regression also in children, like they are becoming independent, but the care which is needed and it may not be properly done by the parents. So if it is happening, it can leads to some psychological trauma for the child also. So when the child is separating from the caregiver, we have to give proper information to the child, and also we have to be with the child with the proper love and security, even with when we are separating the child from us, and so that we can reduce the separation anxiety and the regression problems in child. So love and security. The second is discipline leading to self control. So now they are starting their independent activities. So in order to get their self control, we should give some discipline with the child. And one more thing, along with the psychosocial development, that is autonomy versus doubt and shame, and you have to read along with that the moral development also. That is, punishment obedience is happening with 2 years. So during this time, we have to give punishment for the child, so they will feel that it is wrong, and otherwise they feel that it is right. So the physical punishments may be needed, explaining or reprimanding. So we have to explain the situation in which they did some wrong things, or reprimanding, that is we are talking angrily, that is we are showing the anger with the words. So it's not abuse, we have to tell angrily what they have done, and we have to give the explanation. So that is a reprimanding. Okay, then disregarding or ignoring may be required, like if they are not properly doing something, we can ignore their behavior, so that to some extent their negativism and uh, other problems can be controlled if we ignore their wrong behavior to some extent. And taking time out, that is if we want to give something, we have to delay the delay the activity, so that they have to wait for some time to get the uh, rewards. So that is also another way of punishment. So or punishment or discipline. So these all methods of discipline can be used to control the self control, can be increased in the child. So this is another need. Actually, it is a need of the toddler, discipline. Next is dependence progressing to independence and self-care. So we have to give their own activities. They have to allow them to do their own activities. So maybe toothbrushing or washing the hands, eating in these all areas, some to some extent dressing. In these all areas, we can permit them to do the independent activities. That is also another need of the child, and also it will be helping for developing the self-esteem. So they should develop the self-esteem, my own abilities, my own capacities, they should be able to understand. So these are the some of the needs. And the health promotion and anticipatory guidance, the nutrition is very important. So the calorie requirement for toddlers, it is generally for toddler, it is 1 or 2 kilocalorie per kilogram, and protein requirement is 1.2 gram per kilogram, and fluid requirement is also important, 15 ml per kilogram, 115. Then approximately 18 months toddlers manifest physiological anorexia. So they may eat very less amount as we expect. So infants, we will be feeding them more, But during infancy, from starting 18 months, they will eat a very small amount. Especially in the beginning, they will be starting with large meal, but slowly they will be trying to reduce the meal and only 1 or 2 cups of food they will be eating. So that is a normal phenomenon which is observed in toddlers, that is physiological anorexia can be seen in toddlers. Then regarding the health promotion, very important is accident prevention. So growth, development and accidental injury can cause because of some of the reasons like increased mobility and ease of locomotion. So comparing to infancy, now they don't have much knowledge about the environment. They want to explore everything. This is increased with their mobility and ease of locomotion. They can reach everywhere, whatever area they want to explore. They have an ease of locomotion. So that's why again the accident they will be getting more. Improved fine motor control, so they can open the lid, they can screw the button, they can insert the fingers to any holes. So these all fine motor activities increase the chance of accidents. Heightened curiosity about the environment, say they want to explore everything in the environment, even the fire, even the cold items, everything they want to explore. So that also again increase the chance of getting accidents in a toddler period. Increased sensitivity to the emotional climate of the home. So we know that in the cognitive development, what we are talking, cognitive development and language development, we have discussed that they have a comprehension is more. So the mood in which the caregivers are talking, the climate in the family, everything will have an influence on the baby. They will be able to perceive every information which is happening in the climate or in the home environment. So that again will cause the chance of getting accidents in children. So motor vehicle accidents are very common in toddlers. So, to prevent the motor vehicle accidents, always use a car safety restraints correctly when transporting a young child in an automobile. You have to use the seat belts. Lock all car doors and teach children not to play with door locks or handles. Do not operate a motor vehicle until every passenger is properly restrained. Hold a young child's hand while crossing the road. Always supervise young children during outdoor play. Do not permit children to play behind parked cars in a driveway. Then next accident which can be seen in a toddler is drowning. So submerged in a water and leads to death. So adult supervision of all children when near any body of water, no matter how large or small, at home or outside the home. So whenever the child is near to a water source, a caregiver should be there to supervise their activities. Adequate fencing and self-latching gates around residential swimming pools, it's very important. Qualified instruction to swimming towards the end of toddler period. So when they are beginning with the preschool period and at the end of toddler period, it's good to train the child for swimming. So it prevents chances of drowning to a great extent. Next is burns. Next accident which can be seen in a toddler is burns. Remove from view any source of fire such as matches, cigarette lighters and fireworks and store them in locked containers. Then put burning candles and cigarettes in place that are inaccessible to the toddler. Note the toddler's location when cooking or carrying hot liquids. Never leave young children unattended in bathroom or kitchens. Like if the bathroom is fitted with uh, heaters, then we should not keep the child unattended in bathroom. And also it may be electric switches also can be there in bathrooms and kitchen. And teach the toddler the meaning of hot, especially in relation to surfaces. So allow them to touch a small amount light heat so that they will know what is heat and what is the meaning of this light. So that's also good. Then keep in locked areas products containing dye or other substances that can burn the skin. Acids and other things should be kept in under lock and key. Then prevent the toddlers from inserting small metal objects into electrical outlets by covering them with protective plastic caps or by making them inaccessible through the placement of furniture. So these all measures can prevent burns to some extent in toddlers. And next one is suffocation. So cut food into bite-sized portion before serving it to the toddler. So whenever we are giving some food items, it should be bite-sized, chewable sized portions we have to give to the child. Do not serve young children small items of food such as nuts, hard candy, gum, and dried beans. So small food items we should not give, or if we are giving also, it should be properly supervised. Then remove bones from fish. Next, remove bones from fish, bits of bone from meat, and pits or stones from fruit before serving them to the young children. So anything can be removed, should be removed, like bones, then any stones of fruit or any bits of bone from meat, everything we should remove, and we have to give the food to the small child. Then remove small parts of toys and other small household items from the environment of young children, and tie thin plastic coverings into knots or cut them into small pieces before discarding them. And the next accident is falls. Because of their increased locomotion, the chance of falls will be there, and once more there will be coordination and balance also will be decreased in toddlers. To prevent falling, check that pants legs are not too loose or too long when the child is wearing the pants. Then check shoe soles to be sure that they are not too slippery or too rough, which could cause a child to fall. And cover accessible window that can open with well-made screens or metal guards, or lock or nail them shut. Then place gates at the top and bottom of stairs to prevent climbing without supervision. Then lock door leading to porches, stairs, and storage areas with locking devices. Then skid proof the bottom of the bathtub with non-slip stick one or a rubber mat. Then prevent falls from adult bicycles by restraining young children in well constructed and properly attached seats. So this is about the falls, and next is the poisoning. So securely close all containers including child resistant containers. Then do not leave a hazardous product unguarded when in use. Then replace all medication and other potentially toxic substances in their storage areas immediately after use. Never put medications or potentially toxic substances or in drinking cups or soft drink bottles, like kerosene and all. If you are storing in a juice containers or drinking bottles, there is a chance of getting poison by thinking that it is a drinking water or a juice. Then do not call medicine candy or take medication in a child's presence, because the child may imitate the behavior, because we know that the child is having a tendency to imitate others' behavior, and that's why they will do the same. So in order to prevent that, we should not tell that we are eating candy when we are taking medicine, and also we should not eat medicine in front of the child. Discard old or unlabeled medicine down the drain or toilet. You have to flush it. Next, we have to see the health supervision. So immunization is very important. So we know that the immunization schedule we have to strictly monitor, and we have to follow according to the immunization schedule. We have to follow the all immunization for the child to prevent the killer diseases. Then promoting toddler development in daily activities. So we have to give independence. We have to promote the activities of the child they are doing the activities by themselves. We have to encourage it. Then dressing, we have to allow them to select the dresses and also wear the dresses. Then we have to have a proper supervision on sleep, the timing of sleep and also the duration of sleep. These all rest and sleep also we have to give proper supervision. Then bathing, like we have to maintain the hygiene of the child, so that is also another area in which supervision is done. Care of teeth, because during this time there is chances of getting dental caries if the tooth care is not properly done. So that is care of teeth is also very important. They have to get the supervision. Some common toddler problems can be there, like health problems like anemia, because during this time the need of oxygen and other nutrients will be more because their locomotion and the activities will be more. And if they have an anorexia, like physiological anorexia, the dietary intake will be very less, so it can leads to anemia. And also we know that the child is taken slowly taking from the breast milk and we are giving family pot diet. So if that family pot diet is not containing adequate amount of iron and other nutrients, it can lead to anemia for the child. The next is bored leg. Bored leg means the legs become bored, and it happens because immediately when they start the locomotion, the complete weight is starting bearing on the legs. So if there is much weight, or if there is that not that much calcification happened in the legs, it can lead to bored legs. Another problem is constipation. It can be because of the poor intake or because of the poor water intake. With multiple causes can leads to constipation. Labial adhesions can be there, if especially if there is poor hygiene and other problems. Labial adhesions can be there, especially in females. Stuffy nose and sneezing, respiratory problems can be there, upper respiratory infections can be there. And also the toddlers can have dental caries if the tooth care is inappropriate. So this is about the common toddler problems during this time. So as a review, we have discussed about the toddlers. What is toddler? The proportional changes in the height, weight, head circumference, chest circumference. The dentition we have seen, changes in the vital signs we have seen, and also we have seen regarding the sensory changes and development in psychosocial, psychosexual, moral, intellectual, cognitive, intellectual or cognitive, language development we have seen, and also the needs of the child we have seen in detail, and also the accidents prevention and health promotion, health supervision, these all areas also we have covered. So hope you all understood the topic growth and development of toddler. Study properly, write down the notes properly, and thank you.